to do is good, YouTube. If you don't know, you gonna know. It's your boy Zay, man. I'm back here with another video, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, man. I just left church, you know what I'm saying? Got a little word this morning. I got invited to come to church today. I felt like I had to go. If I'm getting invited, why wouldn't I go? Like, you know what I mean? Sunday morning. It's about 1:40 right now. Once again, I'm just here to spread some information, spread some positivity, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to really act on when I feel to come on here and say something. So if it's in my mind to pick up the camera and record a message real quick and get it out real fast, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do. And I felt the urge to do that right when I left church, because some people don't get to go to church or get to hear a word in some type of way. So maybe if you click on this video, then you can get that little word. And the word is easier to come out of me when I'm actually like having conversation. So it's harder to really talk on camera and explain and really tell you everything that I'm feeling and all the information that I have. But when it really comes out in conversation, but I'm gonna do my best to try to just explain some type of word, you know. So it was a few lessons that was talked about in church today. I wrote a few notes, and I'm just gonna share those notes and what I think they mean to me, and you might be able to find another way or another meaning or purpose for the same little words, you know. So the first thing I wrote is that all pain is not for punishment, but for deliverance and redirection. I know that everybody goes through trials and tribulations and everything. Everybody goes through something, you know. And for this, I know it feels like for some people that God is just punishing them in a type of way just because maybe they're not following through with all God's ways and they doing what they want, living a life full of sin or whatnot, and have done wrongdoings in their life. So people may feel like, oh, why is this happening to me? This must be him punishing me for me not holding my end of the bargain or whatever, you know. But sometimes going through stuff, going through pain and all that is not because you're doing exactly anything wrong or for pain or to feel pain. It's to put you back on the right track, you know what I'm saying? It's to be delivered and redirected in the way that God wants you to be redirected. In this world, of course, we have the choice to make. Choices. We have the choice to do what we want to do, but are we living like how He wants us to live? You know, Him taking away something or Him doing this certain thing to you may just have you be redirected. Now it's up to you to choose which way you're going to be redirected. Are you going to be redirected to a path of evil and wrongdoing and more of a slump, or are you going to live how God wants you to live, you know? And you can't run away from God. Feel me? You can't do nothing without Him, so it's just best that you go His way, you feel me? My second point was everybody want to stand on the mountain, but can you stay in the valley first? What y'all think that mean, man? That mean everybody want to be on the top. But can you go through them hard times on the bottom? Can you stand in that valley until you get to the top? You know what I'm saying? Can you go through it? Can you withstand all them times and all that? Are you able to? So you can get to the top of that mountain. You feel me? I feel like that's pretty much all that really meant for real, but it just stuck out to me because it's just true. And when you think about your own life, you think about people in your life, you think about people who always want, but are not willing to do what it takes to get there, you know what I'm saying? So that was just another little point for me today. And lastly, I already talked about this a little bit with my mom. I just called her right after church. Let her know that I went to church on my own. Well, I ain't going on my own, but feel me, I ain't been to church in a minute, so. But this last little thing is when you operate in obedience, divine blessings can come from dirty birds and dried up brooks. I know a lot of people are not gonna know exactly what that means when they first hear it, you know what I'm saying? The way that the pastor said it, it was more like understandable. But this means when you operate obedient to God, blessings can come in the places where you at least expect it. In the places that doesn't that you wouldn't believe a blessing could come out of this place, you know what I'm saying? Or to say it in other words, a blessing could come from the trenches, you know? But you got to be obedient in his words and in his doing. And that stuck out to me too, because when I think back on my life, some of my greatest blessings or greatest lessons or the best people that I've met have been in some of my hardest times in my life, believe it or not. Like there was always different signs getting thrown my way, or or different just signs to pray or keep a good connection with the Lord, or even just people who have brought me out of my slumps. You know what I'm saying? We all go through time. We all got slumps. We all got different seasons. You know, and good things can come within these seasons. Believe it or not, some things that when you look back, open your eyes like, dang, I really needed that. Like, if it wasn't for that during this time, um, then what would I be? And it really give you a greater appreciation on just life in general, you know. And it give you greater appreciation for the love of God. So hey man, that's gonna be it for today's video. I appreciate anybody who watched. I'm gonna continue this to keep this content coming, and I'm gonna continue with my other content. But I be feeling like I be having to say words when it's on my chest, and I had something come over me telling me pick up the camera again and get this information out to the people. However many people watched, you don't never know who you will impact, you know. So I appreciate y'all. Subscribe to the channel, more content to come. Follow me on Instagram at isdazeo3, and we out to the next one, gang.